Well, this year marks 50 years since the attack on the Upstairs Lounge, which was a gay bar in the city's French Quarter. And one local theater company is staging the New Orleans premiere of a musical that celebrates the people who made that bar their home. Today, we are happy to be joined by Jack Lampert and Marshall Harris to tell us more about J-Pass's production of The View Upstairs. Guys, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Well, thank you for having us.
I always love to start. Just tell us a little bit about this musical. What can folks expect if they come out to see it?
An evening of wonderful music, a lot of choreography. It is a musical.
Oh yeah, you're getting a full-on musical.
Yeah, a lot of people say a musical about this tragedy.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
but the musical itself is not necessarily about the fire. It's more about the energy that these people and the love that these people shared within the bar, how they lived their lives, and how we have taken steps forward since 1973, but also some things are still the same.
And I think it's interesting, this is obviously based on a historical event that happened in New Orleans, but you all were saying this is the first time it's going to be performed in the area.
Right, yeah, first time. And like I said, it's a fictional story about that time and that place, you know, the people there. But you're gonna get like full-on musical from beginning to end. It's a one act.
Yes.
So it's
okay.
No intermission.
Fast
but
mover.
It moves really fast.
I'm sure. And Marshall, you're actually involved in set designing as
Set
well as
design,
being
yeah.
in the play. What is
Right.
that like? That's a lot to handle.
It's like setting up your own park to play in. It's fun. And the cast is wonderful. I'm picking up such good energy from the group that I'm working with.
Yeah, the
you know.
show is written for 8 people, and I've put 16 in it.
Yeah.
Putting your own little spin on it. I like that. Talk about how important it must be to have this subject matter and for the LGBTQ plus community specifically.
Well, I think it shows the LGBTQ community a lot about, like I said, how far we've come since '73. That's really a line in the show even. But I think the show is not just for LGBTQ community. I think everyone should come out and see it. It's PG rated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring a child under the age of 13 or 14.
Right.
And that child should be pretty well educated, as most kids today are.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that it really will open up a lot about the LGBTQ community, about, you know, we love people.
Well, and look, things changed for all of us since '73.
Right.
Yeah.
We're learning things from the young cast, you know,
Right,
about
right.
the whole community.
And I lived through
So-
it. I wasn't in New Orleans. I was in Houston at the time of the fire, but certainly knew of the fire and fortunately did not know anyone, but I know people who knew some of the people that passed away in the fire.
And hopefully it will maybe introduce a new audience who may not know a lot about
Yes,
this sad
absolutely.
moment in our history.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, guys, we wish you the absolute best with this production, and we do want to let you know that The View Upstairs runs September 8th through 17th at the Jefferson Performing Arts Center. Jim, we'll send it over to you now.